being in love. So no, I don't think I was in love. I knew I wasn't in love. I really liked this guy in undergrad, right? In college. I really liked him. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got a good story.
Open up, shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open.
So I'm gonna tell you about a time where I played somebody to the left, and then got played to the left. No, I played somebody to the left, and then eventually got played to the left by somebody completely different. But let me tell you about the time I played somebody to the left. And if you're watching, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I've ever apologized to you. So if I have not ever apologized to you, I am totally sorry now. But I really think that I've apologized. Child, these little lashes is something else. But I really do think that I've apologized. But we going with it, okay? So freshman and undergrad, there was a guy who had an interest in me. And I, first of all, there were two friends that had an interest in me. And I later found out that there was like some type of who can get Tiffany first thing going on between them. Like they both liked me and they both were trying to see like who could like get me to like them back first kind of thing. Y'all don't judge me. I'm not using all of the right materials because I'm limited here. But yeah, so I liked one of the friends a little more. So mind you, this is like our first week of school. Like we've been freshmen in college for like 4 days, okay? So we have the same math class. Me and the friend and the guy who likes me have the same math class. And dang, I knew I was gonna do that. Have the same math class, and the way that I don't even know how he started like talking to me. I think it was like he wanted me to help him with his math. Side note, there was another guy that I had a total crush on, and I totally would have done his math work for him. He wanted me to tutor him, like he wanted me to do his work for him. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do your work, but I will help you because I'm in love with you. That was not love, that was totally lust. But so yeah, so the guy, we had the same math class together. I think we would like walk me to my dorm. I don't know how he like got in good with me. I don't even know how he started talking to me. We just started talking. And then so he would like take me out on school dates. Like we would walk around campus together. And it was really cute, so sweet. I wasn't like 100% attracted to him, but he was really, really nice. So I was like, well, maybe I'll grow to like him. So let's just see. So I'm doing school dates with him. We're walking around the campus, being really cutesy, texting each other. We have each other's numbers. We're texting each other all the time. And it's going cool. But again, I'm not like super attracted to the guy. So I'm kind of afraid that like I'll start dating him and then decide, oh, I don't like him anymore. And then I'm gonna have to break up with him. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna just try to avoid having to date him. So then along comes a junior guy. And the junior guy is a junior guy. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally like him better. So I'm like, I gotta figure out how to break up with this freshman guy, even though I'm not dating him, but I gotta figure out how to dump him for the junior guy. So I kind of just ghost the freshman guy and start talking to the junior guy. We're exchanging, we're texting all the time. The junior guy is a basketball player. So I'm like totally thinking like I have won. Like I have like hit jackpot. This is it. And because the junior guy is like talking to me after chapel, like totally stalking me down, like running after me, like, hey, can I talk to you? And I'm like, oh my gosh, junior guy, yes, you can totally talk to me. So I start hanging out with the junior guy. Freshman guy gets wind and is totally pissed, like making slick comments like, so you dumped me for so-and-so? And I'm like, where did you even hear that from? That's not true. We're still cool. What are you talking about? Even though it's totally the truth. And he's like, yeah, so you dumped me for so-and-so? And I'm like, no. And then I heard you're dating him now. And I'm like, what? Where would you hear a stupid rumor like that? Even though it's like, we're totally, like, I'm waiting for him after basketball practice. I'm hanging out with him all the time around campus, praying that freshman guy does not see us. I don't even know if freshman guy sees this. So, long story short, junior guy ends up being a complete idiot. Like, can't read idiot. Like, I don't know how you were a junior in college, idiot. And I'm like, yeah, no. And junior guy starts getting really weird because I tell junior guy, like, yeah, well, I don't know if I told junior guy that I wasn't gonna have sex with him, but he starts making sexual advances with me and like writing me at this time, like, DMs are a thing on Facebook, like not even on Instagram, because Instagram wasn't even a thing. It might have been a thing, but I don't know. It wasn't a big thing. No, Instagram wasn't a thing. But anyways, so writing me these messages on Facebook like, yeah, whenever you're just ready to take it to the next level, I'm gonna be ready. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not ready, and I'm trying to save myself until marriage. And he's like, okay, I totally respect that, but if you decide you don't want to do that no more, then I'm ready. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna decide that I want to stop waiting. I'm gonna always want to wait. He was like, okay, well, if you want to try, he would use like these random weird similes. Like, if you want me to bake the cookies in my oven, or if you want to let me put my cake in your oven. I'm like, wow, no, I don't want you to put your cookie cake in my oven. You want me to turn up the degrees on your oven or something? He would say like random things. But anyways, I was like, yeah, no, this guy is cringe. He's gonna try to pressure me into having sex with him. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to let him go, because he's crack. So then I ghosted him. So I'm like, I'm low-key a queen of ghosting. I founded it. But anyway, so then I ghosted him, and now two guys, like the freshman guy still never like really all the way forgives me. He still kind of holds it against me. Like, we're still cool, we still talk, we still hang out, but he always like holds it against me. Like, yeah, you remember how you ditched me for that other guy? And I'm just like, ooh. I think eventually I do finally admit to him, but then it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not talking to him anymore, so you don't have to feel bad. And he's kind of like, okay, cool, I don't feel bad anymore. And I'm like, yeah, no, don't feel bad, because I'm not talking to him anymore. So that's my story of how when I was a freshman in college. So that's my story about when I was a freshman in college and I met a freshman guy, super sweet, super nice, but I ghosted him for a junior guy, and the junior guy turned out to be an idiot. Then I had no one. Because I really wish that I would have gave the freshman guy a chance, even though it was so weird. He ended up like, we didn't do anything, but we ended up like having this secret love affair. And it was weird, but it was so exciting and fun at the time. And not doing my eyebrows, just for those who are watching, not gonna do them. Yes, I am. But we ended up having like, yeah, this secret love affair, which is so totally weird, but it was a thing, and we just, yeah. And now we don't talk anymore. I haven't talked to him in so long. Like, yeah, I have no idea what he's doing. I think at one point, I really do feel at one point he was engaged, but I don't think he ever got married. I don't know. I have no idea what he's doing. But I would totally, if he ever like reached out to me, I would totally like link up with him and be like, hey, what's up? What do you got going on? All right, so here's the final look. I'm gonna put on some earrings, but for the most part, here's the final look. And I'm going to the store. I decided to get jazzed up to go to the store, absolutely, because today is a special occasion, because today was the day that wasn't promised. So it's a special occasion, so I got jazzed up. So here's the look and the lesson. The lesson from the story is 2 lessons. 1, give people a chance. There will always be something that is going to tempt you on the other side. The grass is always going to look greener on the other side. But what they don't tell you is that you have to water, you have to grow, you have to feed, you have to mow. You have to mow the other side too. You have to put just as much work in to keep your grass green on this side. And the same efforts and work has to go in on the other side too. So just because the grass is greener on the other side doesn't mean that it's going to be less work. It's going to be the same amount of work. So you might as well stay where you're at. So that was lesson number 1. And lesson number 2 is to stick to your guns. The junior guy that I spoke about, he seemed to be better, but he also wanted to have sex with me, and I was not willing to have sex with him. And I had to stick to my guns, because even though he was cute, and eventually, because like I said, he was just not very intelligent, or as intelligent as I thought he should be, his looks seemed to fade. Like, I did not find him attractive anymore once I realized how just uneducated he was. But stick to your guns. If you have a certain standard of a type of guy that you want, if you have a certain standard to what you're willing to give in a relationship and what you're not willing to give, if you have boundaries, find someone who's going to respect your boundaries, someone who's going to respect what you set in place as far as goals in a relationship. All right, guys, that's episode 1 of Look and Lesson.